This is Miss J making some videos. All right, so this first video is going to be for um, my students who will be in my 5th hour Apex class. Um, the other one I made just a little bit ago was for my 2nd period. All right, so it's the same similar video, excuse me, but you go to a different class, and it's this is called 3D game design. So we're going to head into there. So what you got to do first is you got to make sure your computer's on and going. You need to open up at your Windows. You go to Google, you go to Google Chrome, and the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go to you got to go to Balts, or yeah, you got to go to balts.org. So you can click on the little house there. You saw where I clicked right here on the little house. And then you need to go to student. Once you have student up, then you're going to go down here to Clever. Click on Clever. Click our login with Google. Once we've logged in with Google, we're going to go find Apex. Click on Apex. Now there's going to be, when you come up, there's going to be this information right here, your username and stuff. If you've already signed in there and you've been in Apex already, you don't have to sign in. Otherwise, you just sign in with um, your your number, your school number, and your password. All right. You're not going to come up with, in your dashboard, you're not going to come up with all these different classes. And the next thing, what you'll come up with in this class is game design. And so you're going to click on game design and you're going to open it up. And it's going to look something similar to this. I'm going to go ahead and make myself small. You don't need to see me. All right, so this is Unit 1 Overview. Welcome to 3D Game Design. Okay, the welcome, you're going to have your name instead of mine. When you start out, you're going to make sure that you have your notebook ready, because you're going to need your notebook, because you're going to fill in information in your notebook. You're going to go ahead and from the last place you stopped on your notebook, you're going to flip the page, and you're going to start with 2 new pages straight, flat, like we did before. So this is the way you would start it. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So the last page I ended up with before is on this side, and it would be my vocabulary page. Oops, I don't have my camera on. Hold on a second. Let me see about getting my camera back. All right, sorry about that. Okay, I got my camera back now. Okay, so you would see that here's your vocab page and here's the other page. Okay, so I want to flip it. I'm gonna open like this and just flip the page, one page, and then you're gonna redo everything in your Apex notebook. For Apex, you're gonna redo it again. You're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, just like you did before. You're gonna start on the left-hand page. You're gonna put the challenge up there, and your challenge is Intro to Apex. So you're gonna write that down, Intro to Apex. Then you're gonna put down there Unit 1, Welcome to 3D Game Design. So Unit 1, welcome to 3D Game Design. That's what you write there. All right, so then you're going to click on the Start button right here. And once you're on the Start button, you can see I've already been in progress, but that's because I was looking at it, checking it out, making sure what was going to happen. So this is your first screen that you would come to. Here's your introduction, and here's lesson 1.1. This is the only one we're going to be working on, lesson 1.1. All right, so, and it would say in here, it would say not started. Okay, well, I did start it. So this would be where it would say start. You would click here on start, and it's going to resume where I was. Okay, so I need to move me out of the way here. Let me move me up here. All right, so welcome to 3D game design. The first thing you'll do is you'll watch the video. All right. So this is actually the introduction overview. And so you're going to write down intro, INTRO, overview. And this is all under number 1 in your notebook. I'm still under number 1 right here. Still under number 1. All right. And then you're going to put overview 1.1, intro to 3D game design. All right. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you've got to download this software. You watch the video, then you got to download this software. So if the video is not showing here, you need this software installation instructions. And so you'll click on that. Once you've clicked on it, it takes a minute for it to come on. All right, and so you're going to click on Windows. And here's your installer for Windows. And then you're going to see the file. It'll probably be down here somewhere on the bottom. And when the installation is complete, you should see a folder called Apex on your desktop. All right, so let me move my face out of the way. And so let's go over here and let's find it. Let's see, Khan Academy, Cornell Notes. Aha, there's my Apex Learning folder right there. Perfect. Okay, so let's go back into where we were. All right. Okay. And so you finished with this information. You are going to go ahead and click out of this FYI course deal here. Go back and make sure you've watched the video. And then you're going to click on the icon over here with a final project grading rubric. Okay, I'm going to be doing that final project grading rubric. I'm going to go ahead and do that video again, and you'll see it. It'll be the third video in there because the first video is going to be the YouTube. The second video is going to be one that I had on Google Classroom. It's an MP4, which some computers can watch and do better with. And then I'll have the final project grading rubric on the bottom, and that's for both classes. That's for STEM 2 and STEM 5. Okay, so that's period 2 and period 5. All right, so in this unit, you will learn to use OWL, OWL, and move around in the edit mode. Here's a breakdown of the lessons and activities within this unit: the basic study review, moving in edit mode, study and review, and wrap up of troubleshooting and a quiz. Alrighty, so next thing you're going to do is you're going to finish, after you've watched the video, you're going to go over here and you're going to go down here to Unit 1. And you're going to click on Unit 1. You're going to click on, okay, so you've got to go through here this video, I guess, and then at the end you go to the next level. Anyway, you're going to start with the overview, the study, and the review. All right, so what you're going to write down now, you're going to put down here, oops, my thing's not wanting to work. You're going to, now you're still under the challenge. Number 1, you're going to put overview 1.1, intro to OWL. OWL. I don't know what OWL stands for, so we're going to learn this together. All right, so you'll go through it. And then you're going to have 1.1, and the study is going to be 1.1.1, you see right there. And then review 1.1.2. So this one, instead, I'm going to erase this because for my other class, I put it's intro to game design, and this is intro to OWL. All right, 3D game design. So 3D game design. All right, I'm going to put that up there so you can see it. Oops, let me go over here a little bit. All right, you can pause the video at this point so you can see it. And that's what you put in number 1. Never mind what's underneath there that I had to cross out, but that's your first page. Okay, hope everybody gets that, understands that. All right, now You are in charge of your engineering notebook. So what you're going to do is you're going to say, okay, what information am I going to need in research? After you've gone through the lesson, it'll come to you and it'll be apparent where you use it. Brainstorming. If there's anything in there it asks you to think about, talk about, whatever, that's where you would put in stuff for the brainstorming. Build, test, and redesign. There might be something in there for it. Now, I want you to do this on your own and try to do this first time without any help. And then if you need some help and it's get kind of shaky and you don't know what you're doing, I'll come in and I'll help you and we'll work it out together. On Wednesday, I need everybody, please, to be in my 10 to 12. I may not be able to talk really well, but I'm going to do my best to be there because I gotta have two teeth removed. So I won't be here. I won't be there at school, but I'll be available by email anytime. On Monday we don't have school, but on Tuesday, Wednesday especially 10 to 12, and Thursday I'll be at home teaching because of my mouth, and I will do my best. I may not be able to be on for classes, but I'm gonna try. Um, I don't know how much pain I'll be in, all that kind of stuff, but I can assure you that I'm gonna try. All right, so and then you would get to the summary part, which is what worked and what did I learn? Well, did you do anything today that you were trying or testing or whatever? That's where you would put that information. What would you do differently? Well, okay, so let's say that what you tried and you tried what was on the computer and it didn't work. So that's what you would put there. What would you do differently? Well, I would not do the thing that the computer told me to do, blah blah blah, whatever it was. And if you had more time, what would you do? All right. So maybe if you had more time, you might delve deeper into the OWL. All right. So see if you can figure out what OWL means. If you can figure it out and put it in your information, then that might be the research. There you go. See, your research would be figure out, okay, what's OWL? There we go. I figured out research for you. All right. So any questions about what you're supposed to do? The vocabulary we will work on later. I will have that later on. I'll have that on Wednesday with your vocabulary for your particular class. If you want to, and you see there's vocabulary words that for sure that you've seen and you said, oh yep, those are those vocab words. And it's probably what Miss J will ask. Why don't you write them down and then and define them the best way you can as you go, and then we'll look at the vocab and I'll say, okay, all right, give me those vocabulary words that you thought of, and then we'll go from there. All right. I appreciate everything you do. And remember that rubric video is going to be at the very bottom. So I thank you and have a great day. And I will see you soon. This is Miss J signing off. Have a great day. Bye bye.